Here on the Bakersfield College campus, September usually marks the beginning of the sports season, but instead it's empty gymnasiums, quiet practice fields, and no football being played at Memorial Stadium. But just because sports aren't being played this season, that doesn't mean the Renegades aren't making an impact, and they're making one that's being felt around the county. At the beginning of 2020, Bakersfield College hired R. Todd Littlejohn as head football coach. His coaching career spanning from junior college to the NFL. Less than 6 months later, BC named Reggie Bolton as its newest athletic director, who previously served as the Gades defensive coordinator for 13 years. Both men bring more than 50 years combined of leadership experience to their respective roles, but they are also breaking barriers as the school's first African Americans to hold either position since 1922, nearly 100 years later.
Can you imagine that in the history of Bakersfield College that, people have recognized that I have the most experience, of all the coaches in general. And then, oh, by the way, I'm an African-American head coach.
It means a lot to be in this role and be in a position to, move the college forward in such a positive way. Definitely comes with a lot of honor, a lot of pride.
One man very familiar with what it takes to push for diverse hires is former CSUB president Horace Mitchell, who became the first African American to take on that role, which he held from 2004 until his retirement in 2018 from a 50-year career in higher education.
There was an expectation that ADs and football coaches would be drawn from the pool of such people from across the country. And those pools were almost always white. One of the key issues is having people of color and women to be in the decision-making position, because they very often have a greater sense about the need for diversity and representation and social justice and these kinds of things.
President of the NAACP Bakersfield chapter, Patrick Jackson, recognizes what placing two black men into prominent athletic leadership roles means for the community.
From an athletics perspective, I believe from what I've seen, it's been a first of its kind, especially on the collegiate level, of these men of this magnitude, especially in the heighten of what everything is going on. These men have taken on a role that is going to be long talked about.
More and more people who are not persons of color have come to understand what the lived experiences of people other than white Americans has been in this country. And they're paying attention to that. And many are understanding that there is more they need to know.
Professional sports leagues have also begun to take a deeper look at the lack of diversity in authoritative roles, many criticizing the NFL, a league that is represented by approximately 70% of black players, yet led by only 2 black general managers and 3 black head coaches, 4 total head coaches of color.
The norm used to be 2 black coaches per team, one on offense, one on defense, and usually it was either running backs or receivers and DBs. And then you were labeled as a recruiter, or then you were labeled as the guy that on the staff that all the black players would go to if there was an issue, because many of the coaches couldn't relate to them.
I'm originally from Oakland, California, so I was fortunate to have African-American coaches who coached me up throughout high school. But when I got to college, I had one.
Littlejohn has also experienced being the only black coach on a staff when he served as an assistant for Bakersfield College from 1990 to 1991.
When you understand, too, that so many minorities and African-American men and coaches in general at all the levels, how difficult it is for us to be in these positions, I think you just cherish the chance to, just to do it. I think to distill the notion of we can't do this, we can't do that.
These men won't just be leaders in their roles. They will also be leading by example for many people of color around the community.
Show individuals that African Americans can be put in leadership roles and thrive in those roles. And I think it's very important for young African Americans to see people that look like them in leadership roles. It just gives them that drive to say to themselves, hey, I could be in that position.
And my favorite part about sports is that once everyone puts on their school's colors or that renegade red, that means everyone's on the same team. And you can catch a further in-depth interview with both Reggie Bolton and our Todd Littlejohn on our website, turn23.com. For 23 ABC Sports, I'm Carrie Osep, connecting you.